feed Omar? Okay, gonna feed Omar. Talk to you guys at the same time. After I wrap this around me. Can I eat, honey? Huh? Can I eat? Hold on. I'm gonna wrap this around. Oh. So addressing the thing about Omar and the deck and whatnot, you know, it is what it is, because it's always, here you go, sweetie. You know, things are different now. He's almost 13 years old. He's completely blind. And like just now, and there have been times where I have, you know, we both wake up at the same time. We both have to go to the bathroom. I put him out on the deck very quickly to go so he doesn't go in the house. And sometimes I've peed myself. You know what I mean? I've stood there watching him and I've peed myself. But I've also gone to the bathroom first, brought him in there with me, and he's gone to the bathroom right in front of me while I'm sitting on the toilet helplessly. And that is reality, okay? That's reality. You know, I took that box that the wood came in for this, you know, this heavy duty, they call it a foundation. Box spring. I think I was calling it a bed frame by accident. It's the box spring that goes with the mattress, okay? And I don't need it up high or anything. It's fine the way it is. It's good for him anyway, that he doesn't have to, because sometimes in my mom's bed, once in a while, he would, you know, but that doesn't mean I was going to stop him from ever again trying, because most of the time, 99.9% of the time, when he jumps up in her bed, he makes it, but sometimes he wouldn't. Now he never has to worry about that again, because with this bed, it's down low. Anyway, I wake up and have to go to the bathroom at the same time that he does. There's no time for me to get dressed and put him in his harness and all this crap. There's no time. You understand? There is no time. No time. Just like when I broke my foot. That's when it all started. You know, when I broke my foot, I was helpless. And the only thing I could do was, you know, let's put Omar quickly outside. But at that time, I had him on a longer leash. I also used to keep his thing on him, okay? Now we can't do that, because he was slipping out of it. He almost hurt himself before, because he was thinner and it was getting too loose, the old one. You know, things can't be perfect in this life. Slept from 2:45 till right now it's 6:30, but I'm going back to bed. Oh, and he won't do both at the same time either. I gotta remember that. He just went poo-poo now, and we pick it up. But after I feed him, I gotta put him back out to go pee-pee. Obviously, now that we had a near disaster, someone actually gonna call cops over Omar briefly crying and whining on the deck. You know, we go to the split second, You know, I forgot what I was saying. That box, I have the deck blocked now, so now he can only have half the deck, because before sometimes he would get lost. He'd go to the bathroom and then he couldn't find his way back to the door and he'd cry. And we can't risk that. You know, not gonna risk him crying for at all, not even for a split second. I wasn't here, I was in the hospital, but I believe my mother, she did not, he wasn't out there not long enough to warrant somebody actually gonna call the cops, okay? She didn't leave him out there and run to the bathroom or anything like that. I just let him cry for, you know, seconds longer than she should have. Not knowing that, you know, like I said, for all I know, it was former Godsend woman. Phony fucking bitch. Makes me sick, these people. You say you shouldn't lump them all together. Yeah, whatever. If you don't know who, you might as well lump them all together. It's not like any of them are my friends. It's not like 99.9% of them, despite the fact I've lived here 7 years and you know, they'll drive by me even if I'm walking in a friggin' snowstorm, blizzard, rainstorm, torrential downpours. One after the other won't offer a ride, so I can't lump them all together. Because they're also gossip mongers, and I know that for a fact. Come here, sweetie. Which means it's not even a question that this has gotten around, you know. And meanwhile, like I said, this is the most loved, cared for, unbelievably pampered dog, okay? Aren't ya? Aren't ya? Yes. In the lap of luxury. And when he was briefly too thin, I thought there was something wrong with him. I didn't know. My vet said, just feed him more. Like, you sure? She's like, yep. Because he used to eat a lot less and get heavy, and now suddenly, you know, he's eating, you know, he's... She gave me permission. I started feeding him a lot more, and he, you know, he slowly put on the weight. And we also gave him that dewormer. Even though he never showed positive for worms, she says, well, sometimes the tests are, you know, they don't show it, so we'll do this for the hell of it. And, but you're doing good, aren't you? Yes, you're 17.4 pounds. You're doing great, aren't you? Yes. My little pug bug. Yeah, we wake up having to go to the bathroom at the same time, so it's, I usually try, since I can try to hold it, and like he won't hold it, you know, that's reality. But I, as a human, can try to hold it. I sit there sometimes with it's touch and go, and there have been times I haven't made it, you know. Not that I've peed all over the floor, except when I have my broken foot, but I start and I can't, you know. Depends on how long he takes out there. It's the way it goes. Seriously, it's the way it goes, you know. Survival, doing the best I can do under, you know, less than ideal circumstances. Come on, peek, boop, 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 shh, boop, 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 boop. Now you're gonna go up, Keithley. sweetie. Go, 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 go. Good boy. Let's go back to bed. Okay. Let's go back to bed, Pugalopolis. Yeah, this didn't start with my broken foot actually, because in the wintertime, you'd have to, we'd put him out on the deck too, you know, if it was snowing, whatever, you know. Roma was raised being thrown out on the patio in the townhomes. And that wasn't good, because the patio was actually like an extension of the house and had a table out there where people sat and whatever. Like, we don't even use the deck or care about the deck. I don't know. The home inspector came here and he didn't believe, I'm sorry, that the deck was gonna last much longer. And you just never know, because so much snow every year is piled up on it. We never shovel it. Never once have I pushed that snow off the deck, and it piles up to one winter when we had a bad winter. It was up 5 feet high, 6 feet high on that back deck, and the woman across the street, her deck collapsed a few years ago. Her insurance covered it, and she got a new deck, of course, but I don't ever step out on that deck and fear in the back of my mind, just briefly. I'm like, you know, I hope this isn't the day our luck runs out and it crashes down while I'm standing on it. You know, like, that's reality. That's just, you know, me being paranoid, me being Laura.